Everyone, today is a very special day. Not only are we streaming, but we are at 200 subscribers. This is a momentous occasion that I am so happy for. Thank you all for being here. Hello, Taylor, and hello, Rob. It's an amazing day. Thank you to all who are subscribed and helped me get here. The video of me performing the Monster Gym theme song will be out tomorrow. Later today, I am doing a Dan Runty tribute video. Do not expect anything sophisticated. It will be a Bigfoot backflip compilation, because that's really the only way I know how to honor him. Because, yeah. Hello, Mr. Random. You are good. I do not care that you haven't been here for a while. It is all good. Alright. I forgot to do this beforehand. Alright. Let me do this real quick. Alright. So, starting us off, it is the International series, and we have Joe Dennis in NEA Police out on the track. Alright, Alright, let's see what he can do. Go out a little bit. Feel on that. Alright, and he gets a time of a 17.29. Not a terrible time. Alright, we're gonna get our next driver out. It is so cold in my room, and I have no clue why. Right, luckily I have a blanket. Alright, next up we have MJ Solario driving Scooby-Doo. Let's see what he can do. Alright. And a better time, a 15.21. Alright, 15.21. Let's get our next driver out. Hello. Haha. Hello, Monster Jam Fan 2012. I am so happy I got to 200. I was at school. It was immediately after choir. My choir class was terrible. I had to do an entire project with a girl who likes me, who I don't like, because she constantly complains about one girl who's in special needs for not being sort of talking to her. I think that's what happens, but she bugs her for that. So I do not like her, and she likes me for some reason. And then another kid who just didn't do work, which fair enough, but whatever. And I open up YouTube, and yeah. Choir is awesome. Alright, next up we have Brandon Arthur in Blue Thunder. So I had to do, also, I had to do an entire project by myself. Alright. A very good time for Brandon Arthur, almost going into the stands. He is known for racing, and he gets a 15.03 right here. You are okay, Taylor. Yeah. If someone doesn't join at any point, I'm fine. Cause yeah, I usually like there to be at least one person, cause then I can do scores. But yeah, I need to fix my disk space, and then I should be. That's really all I have planned for today. Other than that, also my thingamadoodle. My tribute video to Dan Runte, who died, sadly. Alright, next up we have El Toro Loco Yellow, Chelsea Van Cleve, my favorite driver. Alright, a surprisingly good time of a 15.82. That'll put her in second place. Chelsea Van Cleve slays. She got married a bit recently. So congratulations to her. Alright. Did I already change the screen? Yes, I did. How are you, Taylor? Are you doing good? I'm just curious, because I need to talk. First, like... You guys adopted a kitten together. You guys don't even live together. What kind of virtual game is this? That you guys adopted a kitten? Alright, next up we have Peter Nyman, Earthshaker. Let's see what he can do. Also, yes, I remember Thomas, or Specs. Whoops. I don't think he cares. I've known him since I was in 3rd grade. Alright, a very fast time for Peter Nyman. Absolutely flying through the track and will take the lead with a 14.65. Whoops, not a 6.56. 14.65. I mean, it could be a 6.56. I was not paying attention. Well, actually, I just don't have third. I don't know what Wiggitables is, but as long as it's not an actual animal, that's okay. You guys, respectfully, I don't trust you guys with a small animal. Specifically you. No, actually, I'm not trying to throw shade or anything, but like, I have to say, you are so hyper. You are so hyper that cat would your cat would have to do like, yeah, your cat would have to just run all around all the time to be even close to as hyper as you are. Alright, next up we have Charlie Pocket and Grazier. Let's see what he can do. Charlie Pocket is a world champion and freestyle though. A pretty good time, a 15.29. I'll put him... Actually, that is not too good. 15.29. That will put him third to last, actually. And we only have 2 drivers left. I did not change the screen. But I have now. Streaming is surprisingly easy. I get my sister... Well, actually, I got my sister to set up everything on OBS. Actually, that's not true. She set up OBS on this computer. Then she got a different computer. I robbed the computer. Well, actually, I didn't rob. She just got a new computer, so I robbed the computer. And then I just used the same settings. So yeah, surprisingly easy. Next up, we have an unknown driver driving Doomsday. You guys do not know who. I will say, I accidentally said their name at one point. So if you guys were paying attention at some point, you guys know. I almost said it again, and I now have to constantly, after saying Doomsday, when announcing the driver, just say, like, stop myself from talking. Oh my! Oh, he's going into the stands. Oh my, he went into the fans, and he saves it. Wow. Wow. Or she. I have to say that. Alright. He just crushed the entire stands. He better have insurance because... Actually, the stadium better have insurance because he probably cannot pay for that. And I know they definitely cannot pay for that. Actually, in reverse, actually. He definitely cannot pay for that because he is a Monster Jam driver. And Monster Jam drivers, they don't get paid bad, actually. I looked into it. Their salaries are a lot higher than I expected. But they do not get paid extremely well. Not enough to repair an entire stadium. Anyway, our current tour leader, Colt Stevens, Thunder Royce. Let's see what he can do. Alright, Colt is an underrated racer in my eyes. I think he's a very underrated racer. Alright, gonna watch it. That will get him a time of a 14.4. Oh, wait. Score should be a 14. Anyway, a score of 14.49. That will put him in second place. Still a very good time, which will get him second place. Meaning your racing winner is Doomsday. Oh, wait. Whoops. Oh, wait. No, I was right. Insurance does suck, which is why I don't have any. Not really. Well, actually, that is true. I don't have any, but to be fair, I'm a minor. So yeah. 6. Not me at my cousin's house waiting for my sister. You're gonna steal some of their food? I mean, I would assume they'd let you because they're your cousins. Uh, 3. Oh, whoops! I made a huge mistake, chat. Oh, chat! I just made a huge mistake. All right, wait. Yeah, we can get rid of that. 8767. Sorry about that. 8676. 876. I once made a 6-7 joke, and one of my friends said, "You're the last person I'd expect to make a 6-7 joke." I don't know what that tells you about me, but I don't know. I'm cool. Alright, wait. Yeah. So 3 there. Alright, I'm getting this. 3, then 2 there, and then 1. I can do math, I promise. Alright. Let me get 0.00. Well, Taylor if you'd like, you can actually score this show because it is the two-wheel skills challenge. I will explain it to you. All right. Each driver will do two moves on two wheels. All right. You want to see how long they can do the move or how cool the move is. You really want to see a combination. So the best of both worlds would be a long move that also looks really cool. All right. I'll see how good you score. And I'll see if I'll let you score because you know nothing about monster trucks. So this is gonna be fun. But I mean, whatever. You can score though. So each driver will try to do their best, and if you can see them on their front two wheels, their back two wheels, or their side two wheels, they can do this off a variety of ramps. We'll just see how it goes. You want to see them do the move for as long as possible, and also as cool as possible. That's the easiest way I can describe it to someone who's not into monster trucks. Alright. I'll just see how good your scores are. Alright. Joe Dennis, NEA Police. Alright, not a very good first move. Did not hold it for too long. Alright, going through the second move. Off of basically the same ramp, just the other side of the track. Alright, those are his two moves. Currently, there is no score to beat. I will say, wait, Taylor, I will give my own score, so that way you can then compare it, so that we know our scores, alright? I am going to give that a 6.320, alright? You can give anywhere from 0 to 10, as many decimal points up to 3 as you'd like. Alright? You also do not have to score, do not feel obligated to score, alright? Just gonna say that, because, yeah. Alright, 7.02. That's not a bad score. Alright, so we're gonna count your score for this time, alright? Remember, I do not want you... Alright, I'm not gonna say my own scores from now on, so that way I'm not dictating your score. Score is a 6.670. Alright. 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 I just said alright way too many times. Next up, we have Chelsea Van Cleve, El Toro Loco. Blowing the smoke. Nice little thing. Chelsea, let's see what she can do. She is very greatly improved in two-wheel skills. Alright, she's just gonna shut the engine off. The engine is completely off right now. She has no power to the truck. Alright, gonna turn it back on. Oh, nice! Gonna get it into a wheelie. Combo! Alright, that was actually a really good move. I'm actually surprised she got that, the wheelie. Because it had such little momentum going into it. That I would have expected it to not. Romeo! Hello! You've joined just in time for skills. Alright, Chelsea Van Cleve going to her second move. Gonna walk it rather far. Alright, gonna shut the engine off again. Because Taylor is the only one here so far. Alright. I'm gonna blow the smoke out of the front. Alright, she's gonna start walking it back. Alright. Get those scores locked in for Chelsea Van Cleve. I don't know, Romeo. Romeo, I finally hit 200. I'm so happy. Alright, get your scores locked in for Chelsea Van Cleve, though. I'm going to extremely overscore that because I love Chelsea Van Cleve. Alright, let me get the next driver out. Alright, goodbye, Chelsea. Or not Chelsea. My god. Goodbye, Taylor. It was Chelsea Van Cleve, so I said that. I said goodbye, Chelsea, almost. But, yeah. I'm not, what? Wait. Wait! Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Stop in the name of love. Alright. I did finally upload San Antonio commentary. That show. I am so happy you recommended it. That is one of the best competitions I've ever seen. Alright, your score for Chelsea Van Cleve is an 8.873. You are welcome. Actually, no, thank you for suggesting it. That was amazing. Alright, next up we have Charlie Pocket and Gravedigger. Let's see what he can do. Romeo is now back to scoring because he's got a scoring cap on. What in the world? Charlie Pocket is going out here immediately getting a bicycle. Alright. We're in. Alright. Driving back to the pit. Get your score in for Charlie Pocken. That was very good first move. Second move definitely was not good. I will say. That's my take on it. But I trust Romeo's scores almost as much as I trust my own. Romeo is a very good scorer. So yeah, let me think. And your score is a 7.325 for Charlie Pocken. Alright, next up we have the two-wheel skills bronze medalist. It is MJ Solorio Scooby-Doo. So happy Chelsea Van Cleve still has to be in this competition. Alright, MJ backing up. Gonna go onto the grass a little. Lining up to the single log. Don't know if he's gonna go for a sky wheelie or a stompy. Alright. Oh, that is a... How... He has a... Oh, can he save it? Yes, he can! Got it on the slap wheelie jammer. Raised a little bit. And then just twisted it down. Alright. Like he's gonna go for the Tombstone, which he did at World Finals. Gonna get it better, a lot cleaner than he did at the World Finals. Still a bit of a short move, but get your scores in for Scooby-Doo a very good run. We're going to get our next driver out of the track. And he is, in my opinion, another underrated skills driver. Waiting for Romeo, waiting for Romeo. 8.85. 8.775 is your score for MJ Solario. Alright, wait, let me see this real quick. Alright, dang it. Alright. Alright, your score is an 8.775 for MJ Solario. I don't know if I already said that. Next up, we have Brandon Arthur in Blue Thunder. Sorry for that little delay. I was doing something. Right. Brandon Arthur. Brandon Arthur won Rising Star, I think, this year. He won something along those lines. Maybe Breakout Driver. Alright. Hello, RDN. RDN, I get to meet Brianna next year. And also Kylie Kent. I get to meet both of them. I'm so excited. Also, I get to meet Jamie at Stadium. And Cynthia, just, I don't know, Cynthia. Cynthia's awesome. I also get to meet, I get to see Mayhem. Alright, Alright, get those scores locked in for Brandon Arthur. Score to beat, still Chelsea Van Cleve, 8.873. Chelsea Van Cleve is in the lead, which I am thrilled about. She had, in my opinion, the best move, or the best run so far. Oh, you're also going to Nashville? Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Romeo! We gave it the exact same score! We gave it the exact same score, Romeo. Oh my! That is really funny. I saw that, I was like 8.735. 8.735. Alright. That is awesome. Alright, score though is an 8.662 for Brandon Arthur. Let me see who is next. Alright, there, I found out who's next. Next up is another underrated skills driver. Alright, next up we have Peter Nyman, Earthshaker. I've been waiting to give the same score as someone in my chat for a long time. Alright, Peter Nyman. You can get a nice little combo. Oh, nice! Alright, a nice first move. Gonna completely get the front off. I have not seen Adam since 2024, but I have not been able to talk to him in person since 2019. Because in 2024, as I've said before, I had to go to the funeral. I had to go to a funeral before the show. Oh, I am so happy Jamie's in stadiums, but my take is I would rather, alright. Get your scores in. Alright, that sounds fun, RDN. That's a lot of shows. So, I think Jamie deserves it, a lot more than most, think. Every stadium show she's been at, she's been amazing. Especially, like, yeah, like, you saw the fall stadium shows, especially. Those ones were absolutely crazy. But, so I think she deserves it. But I do have to say, I think Armando should have stayed in I would have rather Armando stayed in stadiums, than she goes up. Alright, alright, let me write the score down. Your score for Earthshaker. I played a big role in this, and I'm sorry. 8.852. I just was not too impressed by the second move. Actually, really either of the moves. I still think Chelsea Van Cleve's run was the best. And that's from an unbiased opinion, alright? Well, it's from a very biased believer. But in my unbiased opinion, I do think she had the better run. Just a little bit. So 8.852 will put him in second place. Next up, we have Colt Stevens Thunder Roars. We might get to see a Chelsea Van Cleve skills win, which would be peak. Alright, gonna go for a racing ramp. First driver to do that so far. I am so excited to see Stadium Series East, though. I don't know which stadiums where I would have rather seen, so it's nice to not have to pick. Stadium West has Deidre Garner debuting, which is awesome. Oh my! Cole is back! Anyway. So Stadium East, it has a lot of good drivers. Stadium West, though, they have Deidre Garner, who I'd really like to see. They have Bailey Circuit, driven by Lord knows who, and they have a few other drivers. But Stadium Series East, I think is going to be amazing. It's just going to be amazing. All right. Alright, nice second move. Get those scores locked in. Alright. Alright, we only have one driver left in the skills competition. Oh, you're gonna have to find me at the pit party is the problem. I don't know if I'm gonna go to show 1 at Nashville or show 3. I have no clue. A 7.4 is wild. Yeah, I have no clue. I'm gonna go to either show 1 or show 3. Spoiler, I'm not going to show 2 because they don't have a pit party. I'm leaning towards show 3 though, because usually show 1 at Nashville, the line outside of Bridgestone is terrible. It is freezing cold, and last year I didn't even get to meet everyone, which was really annoying. So I'm gonna probably go to show 2. Uh, your score for Thunder Horse is an 8.727. So yeah. If I'll probably go to Nashville show 3, uh Louisville show 2, and probably Atlanta show 1 if I had to guess, but maybe show 3. I don't know. Atlanta, either way, it's gonna be good, but I don't know. Looking at the past, sometimes show 3 has been better, or sometimes show 2 has been better, and sometimes show 1 has been better. And we have, alright, we have an unknown driver driving Doomsday. I have had Ironic by Alanis Morissette stuck in my head all day. It is such a good song. It's a terrible lyric. Half the things she talks about are not ironic, but it is so much fun to sing. What? What was that? I'm hoping that Lexington gets added. If it does, I actually think Lexington could get added to Arena West, which honestly I would not be complaining about. Arena West is a pretty good tour, and I would like to finally be able to meet Ashley Sanford. Oh, no, no, no! I'm so excited to get to go to Atlanta, though. I really hope that we get some of that Atlanta air that we've seen in years past. The only problem is I don't know which show. You are welcome, Romeo. It was one of my favorite commentaries to do. Yes, Aiden. We have RDN, Romeo, and Aiden. We have the gang in here. Let me think of my score for, Aiden, you... 6-7, 6-7. Alright, sorry. Aiden, you should win a world championship, and, yeah. Alright, everyone, wait. You know what this means. Your score is an 8.022, which means Chelsea Van Cleve takes home the two-wheel skills competition. Chelsea Van Cleve gets her first win on the series. I am so happy that Chelsea Van Cleve got that. I don't know what to say because I am so happy about this. This is amazing. All right, we're gonna have to get the rest of the scores in. Wait a second. Sorry, I'm doing points for. All right. What? Alright. Let me do the points real quick for this. 11. That is not 11 points. Alright, that is not what I meant to click. Alright, 8. Then 7 for Earthshaker. 6 for Scooby-Doo. 5 for Colt Stevens. I just say Colt Stevens is running away with this win. Thank you, RDN. I am hoping to get 500 by the end of the year. It's very very ambitious, but I think I can do it. So hopefully. Four. Alright. I'm almost done counting. Rob just died, I think. Alright. Alright. Let me get our first freestyler up. Alright. I clicked the wrong one. Get. Alright, everyone. This is the freestyle competition. Alright, wait, no, everyone. Up. Down. 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 Alright, everyone. This is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Alright, starting this off, we have Joe Dennis. Joe Dennis. I think I said Joe Dennis. The Joe Dennis in NBA Police. Let's see what he can do. This track is not a huge track, I will say. I was struggling to find international tracks, and Berlin just showed up, so yeah. The track is called Stalag Arena, I think that's how you pronounce it. I just had to look up where Stalag Arena was, and it was in Berlin, Germany. So, Germany gets to see Monster Jam. Gets to see Chelsea Van Cleef's first ever win. Alright. You have Gas Monkey Garage Cap? Yes! Alright. 50 seconds left. Looks like he's gonna go for a backflip. I don't know how many of these he's done before. Oh, nice consecutive. We haven't seen a lot of consecutive backflips, consecutives on this floor recently, actually. Nice air for Joe. Joe Dennis last show had the show of his life. It was insane. Oh! Alright, one more jump. Alright. Get those scores locked in. Score to beat. Currently, there is no score to beat, actually. So get those scores locked in chat. Alright. Our next driver out is going to have a field day, because he is an amazing driver. We have our next driver out. Alright, and your score is an 8.375 for NEA Police. 8.376, my bad. Alright, so let me write that down. 8.376. Alright, next up we have Gravedigger Charlie Pocken. See what he can do. Alright, nice wheelie. Alright, gonna get some nice air. Charlie Pocken, Gravedigger, a freestyle champion. So he should have no problem at all. Oh, going over. Oh, can he save it? Yes, he can! Charlie Pocken, known for having extremely good freestyle. Slap wheelie. Oh! An awesome run ended with a minute left. He just tried for consecutive and it did not work. I feel that, Romeo. I was like, oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, get your score locked in. .65, a high score for a run that scored, or that ended early. My score does balance it out, though. 8.325. Or at least in my eyes, it balances it out. I just realized tomorrow is going to be so easy. I have wellness, which is literally just PE. I then have English, where I'm going to the library, all class, basically. And then I have choir, where I already finished the project for. And I hope that my teacher takes points off for everyone else not doing any work. Alright. Anyway, regardless, next up, scorer to beat, still Joe Dennis. Next up, we have Brandon Arthur, Blue Thunder. Let's see what he can do. Brandon is known for his racing, not known for freestyle. Let's try and make a name for himself in it here. Go. Nice wheelie! That was a good, drove the wheelie right up that ramp. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Slammed straight into the dumpster. 40. All right, a minute 20 seconds left on the clock. He actually probably should have just let the front flip happen. A crazy crash, though. Alright, Scooby, that's what I assumed you would say. I do not know how. Alright, get your score in, Romeo. Alright, Scooby it is next. Alright. Scooby-Doo did win freestyle last show. Alright, score, Romeo. Do 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 do. Alright, 5.6. Thank you. Freestyle. It is, we are almost halfway through freestyle. This is about to be the fourth run. 4.966 is your score for, Brandon Arthur. Alright. Next up, we have MJ Solorio. Scooby-Doo. You are good, MJ. Chelsea Van Cleve won skills, which I was so happy about. And racing went to Doomsday. It's been a very good show so far, actually. Racing was really good. Skills was not the best, actually. Skills wasn't terrible, but it definitely was not the best. Alright. Alright, MJ so far with a pretty good run. 30 seconds down, minute 30 to go. so far we have only had one freestyle that was finished completely, and that was Joe Dennis. He might be Joe Dennis might win freestyle just because he filled time. All right, scores. I just found out I'm gonna have to go fast because, yeah, I might not even do an encore. All right, 4.897. Your score is a 5.115 for MJ Solario. All right, actually, there will be an encore at all shows as usual, but yeah, it'll just be a quicker one. Next up, we have Chelsea Van Cleve in Ultra Loco. Let's see what she can do. She won skills, and honestly, she just needs to have a semi-good run. Nice little save right there. She needs to have a semi-good run in order to win freestyle. Score to be still pretty low. Almost everyone is falling over early. Carly Potts was on his way to having a winning run, but he went for a backflip on almost got a consecutive, but he could not get it back on the front tires. Oh my! Save! Chelsea Van Cleve is on a roll tonight. You are good, Romeo. To be fair, I am rushing. Oh my! Nice! A minute left on the clock. Chelsea Van Cleve got her first ever skills win. She can get her first ever freestyle win. She got her first ever win, period, in skills. Alright, nice backflip. Very high, weird angle. But it worked out. Oh, nice! Little butt kicker almost. Alright, 10 seconds left. Oh my! Oh my! On the lid with actually completely filled time. Crazy crash the moment time ended. Alright. Get those scores locked in. Alright, Romeo score, Romeo score, Romeo. Oh. Funnily enough, I'm doing Romeo and Juliet in English. Alright, looks like Romeo didn't score, so 9.436. Alright, oh, you scored. I was about to say, if you scored any faster, or any slower, I was not going to count that. If I swapped over the screen, 9.387 is your score for Chelsea Van Cleve. A very good score. Next up, though, we have Doomsday. With Lord knows who behind the wheel. And apparently I am Lord or something, because I know who's behind the wheel. Oh my, oh my. Nice little... Just absolutely sent it from jump to jump. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Crazy save. The truck was on one wheel for a moment there. Slammed into the dumpster as well. That was crazy. Oh, can she save it? Can she? I mean, they, whatever. Oh my. Oh, there they are. Alright. And they are done with 45 seconds left on the clock. Sadly, alright, get your scores locked in. We only have 2 more runs left, actually. Oh, wait, let me... Alright, Romeo, score. Romeo. Thank you, Romeo. Alright, and your score is a 7.981 for Doomsday. Alright, next up we have Colt Stevens Thunder Roars, former World Freestyle Champion. So let's see what he does. Oh! 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 Alright, well, he is done. So Rob, what happens is it's called stream delay. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's it has a name. So basically, what you guys are seeing actually has a delay. I'm not, my comments are behind. Your stream, what you guys are actually seeing is behind. Does that make sense? Alright? So yeah. I'm just gonna educate you on that. All right, Romeo, you can do it. It's cool. You can leave the stream. It's gonna end soon though. So yeah, Romeo, unless you want to. All right, score is for Thunder Roars. A 1.841 unless Romeo gets his score in before I start the run for our next truck, Earthshaker and Peter Nyman. I don't think it really matters that much, actually. I'm going to be completely honest. So, yeah. Peter Nyman. Earthshaker. Oh, you're too late, Romeo. This is currently what I'm doing when you sent your score. Oh, alright. Romeo, just stay around for a bit longer, actually. I'm gonna retake back what I said. Stay around for just a little bit longer, and I promise you will get to see the commentary. Oh my! Oh my! Peter Nyman! A minute left. Nice backflip from him. Oh! Not, oh! Nice save right there. Alright. Oh, that was a weird hit. 15 seconds left. Alright, and time is up. Nice little way to end the run. And get those scores locked in. I prepare the encore. Alright, everyone. Before I reveal the score, because I don't know who all is still watching, we're going to have our encore. Alright. And we have Holt Stevens, Thunder Roars. Goes for a corkscrew. Going to sort of get it. We're just going to keep going until he can save it. Nice save. Alright. What the? Let me see what this... Alright, so alright. I'm gonna... Alright, this is actually really close. Your score, though, for Peter Nyman is a 9.354. That means your freestyle winner, Chelsea Van Cleve, El Toro Loco. I will say I am biased Chelsea Van Cleve, but I do think she actually did deserve that, I will say. So congratulations to her. Oh, wrong one. Alright. I hope you all had a good day. I have to go now, sort of. So, yeah, goodbye. Hope you all enjoyed this.